The EPOS H3 featured in today's review is provided courtesy of EPOS. It's hard to believe in 2021 that gaming audio still isn't as talked about as much as video. A good set of audio equipment can be a transformative experience in gaming and give you a competitive advantage in certain titles. While a full-blown 11.2, 7.1, or 5.1 surround set isn't feasible in every gamer's setup, gaming headsets can give you that next-level experience at a fraction of the cost. Of course, there is a wide range of headsets available at varying price points. The lowest cost options let you dip your toes into the wider world of gaming audio, while higher-end sets can give you the audiophile experience of a lifetime. For me, the sweet spot has always resided in the mid-range headsets, and the EPOS GSP602 has been one of my favorite sounding sets to date. At its $220 price tag, it might not be the most cost-effective set for some, depending on their needs, but EPOS has just released their latest headset, the H3, which looks to bring the company's top-tier audio quality into the lower mid-tier price range, while also being the company's most comfortable headset yet. The H3 comes in a standard box with a cool multi-sided take of the headset. The opposite side of the box shares key details about the H3 as well as a contents list. On the back, we get another look at the H3 and a statement about its purpose. Opening the package, you'll find the H3, console connection cable, PC connection cable, and finally some documentation including a quick start guide and safety manual. I am a fan of how securely the headset is packed in, as it means there is little chance of it getting damaged in shipping. EPOS has created some beautiful and unique headsets, and the H3 is no exception. It takes on more of a minimalist design compared to other outings from the company, but it still results in a visually striking set. The contrast between black and white color schemes will always be one of my favorites, and it looks so good here with just the perfect accents. The headband and outer ear cups feature a leatherette finish for a premium look, while the inner ear cup is finished in cloth. I like this design choice personally, as it reduces heat around the user's ears. All of the plastic used in the H3 has a smooth finish to it, and it feels great to the touch. The glossy strip of black plastic will attract fingerprints and scratches, but otherwise the clean finish should be easy to keep nice and clean. I will always be a fan of EPOS including a padded strip on the headband to keep the ear cups from getting scratched. The adjustable stainless steel headband is sturdy and has a nice feel as you slide the ear cups in and out. The adjustable mic likewise has a good resistance to its flip-up mute design, allowing it to easily stay in place while in and out of use. The volume slider on the opposite ear is also able to be easily controlled. As for the overall build quality, the H3 is nice and lightweight, but not so much that you should be worried about damaging it in day-to-day use. The headband has high flexibility and should easily fit many different head shapes. The ear cup connections are a bit less flexible, but should provide enough rotation for accommodating use. Unless you are a brutalist, the H3 should be able to withstand the everyday wear and tear of your gaming setup. The H3 features the following specs. I've never been the biggest specs guy when it comes to headphones, as listening to them will always be the determining factor. And the H3 delivers in spades. Bass is punchy and perfectly leveled, with highs and mids resulting in a perfect mixture as I listen to movies, music, or games. Highs and mids likewise are fantastic for a headset of this price range. They do sound a tad more hollow than the GSP602, but not what I would expect from the $100 price difference. The H3 is truly looking to deliver best-in-class audio for the $100 price range. But what does this mean for gameplay? An outstanding, immersive experience without breaking the bank. That's what. Every game, new and old, that I have paired with the H3 has sounded fantastic, with all of the subtleties of background ambience fully audible. The rustle of grass, the roar of a jet engine, or cries of the undead around the next corner. You hear it all, and it is the experience that truly transforms gaming into something more than what is just shown on the screen. For competitive players, audio is even more crucial, as it allows you to locate your opponent strategically by listening to the audio cues their movement gives off. This is one area where you get what you pay for is usually noticeable for me. On lower end sets, I have a hard time pinpointing where shots or footsteps are coming from. Sometimes I will think something is in front of me when it was actually behind, and vice versa. I actually became quite well versed in rotating my in-game character to try and determine the actual location of things to help compensate for the shortcoming. On the H3, this practice is not needed, as the set has clearly allowed me to locate opponents both in front and behind me. Everything up until now has been based on just the stock H3 experience. If you have access to an audio mixer or software that gives your headset's virtual surround sound, the gaming experience can be taken even further. On my Xbox Series X, I have purchased a Dolby Atmos license for just such a feature. Playing Apex with it enabled allows even better enemy tracking thanks to improved positional audio. On my PC, I have used my Sound Blaster virtualization feature to the same effect. It is nuts just how much better nearly any headset can sound when paired with a mixer or virtualization software. It also never hurts to be able to fine-tune the mixer to your liking. On PS4 and Switch, I don't have these options, but thanks to the H3's quality, it is still a solid audio experience. Thanks to the 2 included connection cables, it is easy to switch between console and PC use on the fly. After a couple of weeks of use, I would honestly be hard-pressed to tell the difference between the H3 and its bigger cousin, the GSP 602, in most regards except one: comfort. The 602 is a very tight headset, and even though it has loosened up a bit since I first received it, I still can't do long sessions with it on before I start feeling discomfort. Thanks to the H3's lightweight and flexible build, I have been able to do 12-hour marathons without a single issue. I can't stress enough how much better the H3 feels on my head, and it definitely takes a top spot for comfort across the various sets I have owned over the years. Using the H3's built-in mic for voice chat has been well received with the friends I have played with. It features a bidirectional pickup pattern with a degree of noise cancellation to help filter out background noises. It does a good enough job, but I wouldn't recommend putting it in front of a fan. For multiplayer chat sessions, it should be more than adequate for most players. I'm glad it has a flip-up to mute function, as I have found myself enjoying this more than an inline control box. As far as complaints with the H3 go, I have virtually none. The headset looks great, sounds great, and feels great. The H3 truly meets APOS's claim of being the best all-around headset. Every game I have paired the H3 with has sounded amazing, and the competitive advantage from good audio can never be understated. With audio that sounds on par with sets twice its price and a comfortable frame, it has easily become my favorite wired headset to date. At its $119 price tag, the H3 delivers amazing bang for the buck, and I can easily recommend it for anyone in the market for a new headset. And that is the EPOS H3 wired headset. Truly fantastic headset for the price, just stunning audio quality, build quality, and just so comfortable. Big shout out again to EPOS for sending this out my way to test out over the last little bit. Again, if you are looking for a headset, this is my easily recommendable go-to option right now. But what do you all think of the H3? What did you think of the way that I recorded this video with the H3 output being recorded on my mic here? Let me know in the comments. H3 interest you? Does it not? Just let me know. Love to hear from you. But now I just wanted to give a quick thank you to every single one of you that has made it to the end of today's review, or has spent even just a single minute on our channel. You are helping us grow this place into what we're trying to make it, and we just couldn't be more grateful to each and every one of you for that. But now, if you could all do me just a couple of favors though. If you haven't already, hit that like or dislike button, just depending on how much you like today's video. And if you haven't done so already, also hit that sub button so you can see when new videos like this, or tutorials, or other random nonsense I like to make goes live. Goes a long way to helping out the growth, and just, again, making this place what we want it to be. If you're feeling particularly generous and want to further help support the channel, you can also check out that join button here on YouTube, or the Patreon link in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Huge, 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 huge shout out to all of our current champions who have been with us, long or new. You have kept us going. We are so, so grateful to all of you. Just thank you all so much. But that's going to do it for this one, so until next time, my wonderful internet peeps, you all stay awesome, and we'll see you back next video.